I wish this all could end.
This is April. She's been through a lot in her life.
Even my birth was cursed. My life was a disaster from the very beginning.
When April turned 2, her father realized that she would be better off in a place where more people could care for her.
My father didn't even want me. I had to go to that horrible place.
As April began to grow up, she was constantly bullied for her looks. She looked exactly like her mother. She had long curly red hair, and her face was covered in freckles.
Should have just ended it when those kids wouldn't stop.
Due to the effects of the drugs, April became very frail, and the effects showed so much that the caretakers eventually didn't allow her to leave the orphanage. She was forced to do nothing but school, eat, and sleep.
Yeah, kind of glad the caretakers stopped me from going out. It stopped my drug habits and I got a little more meat on my bone.
When April moved out of the orphanage, she found a lot of work in the town. She took as many jobs as she could. Eventually, she lost all but one, the one she still works at to this day, Benson & Benson's Bakery.
Yep, the Bensons are great.
But what April does not know is that the Bensons have just gotten into a horrible accident involving a gas leak in their home. Neither of them made it out alive.
Wait, what? Who?
April has yet to find out that she has lost her job, and any means of obtaining a new one, as she has been fired from all the other businesses in the town.
How is this? Who are you?
It seems you've finally noticed me. It must mean this story is coming to a close.
Close? Story?
Don't worry, April. I am the narrator. My job is to shape the way a story progresses.
So what? It's your fault my life has been horrible.
Well, yes, but that is the way of the story, and this one has gone on for much too long.
Why do you get to decide my life? Why do I not get to narrate my story? What if I wanted to change it?
April, that is very dangerous. You do not want to play with the story.
Oh, let me find it out myself.
I warned you.
April began to rise again. She fought all her life and was tired of following the story. She wanted to set a new life for herself. She met the narrator on his plane of existence, and there, they stood at the same height, level being to another.
Fine. If this is how you plan to continue, then I will join. In the empty white plane, it was like a void. There was no up, no down, no left, nor right. It always feels like you're falling, never stopping. Movement is freeing, and you feel like you can fly.
Blah, 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 blah.
When April launched herself, she flew within an inch of the narrator's face, but was stopped by a force of some kind. It didn't feel like a wall, but almost like her own body stopped her. She began to realize the severity of the situation she was in as she was stuck.
April began pushing as hard as she could to attack the narrator. She pushed with all her might, and she began to move. The force from her was so strong that the air around them began to push itself away. April broke free and hit the narrator in the face, his face crunching from the attack.
Ah, that hurt!
April began charging in for another attack.
Wait, this is wrong! This is not how this story is supposed to unfold. Something has changed. No, this can't be happening.
What is going on?
They changed the story!
Who?
Them!
Who?
The beings from the outside. The ones listening to the story unfold. I was supposed to dodge that hit. That's how I wrote it. That's what is supposed to happen.
I'm confused. What is going on?
Let me explain how this works. I create the story. If they like that story, then the ending plays out how I designed it too. But they can change that ending if they don't approve of it.
Are you saying that I was supposed to lose? That no matter what I did, I would always lose?
Well, that's how it was supposed to be, but it seems they wanted a different ending.
Why is that everyone else always chooses my story? Why can't I choose how my story goes?
April, let's not get too hasty now. I don't know how this ends anymore.
April begins charging at the narrator again, screaming from the rage of the people who think they can control her. She smashed the narrator's face in the same spot as before, destroying his right eye.
April, can't we just come to an agreement? Can't we just live in peace? Please?
Never! You took that from me long ago.
Fine, but I am not going down without a fight. The narrator begins charging at April, the force of his speed creating a sonic boom. He hit April in the stomach, crushing her left lung.
April takes a deep breath. This would be her final attack. She mustered up all the power in her and grabbed hold of the narrator's head. She began smashing his head into itself. The cracks and crunching could be heard echoing through the void. She left him alive to say one last thing.
I guess it's the end of the story now. Good luck, April.
That might have been the end of your story, but mine? Mine has just begun. But first, let's get rid of these peeping eyes. I guess it's time for you to go find another story, because this one has reached the end.